Shy. So, Project Postman, now revealed as War of the Roses. This is going to be a third-person action game with huge multiplayer focus and a single-player campaign. I know that this trailer was a bit kind of ambiguous in what the game is about, but we're going to get into that a little bit more in our presentation, and we'll also be available afterwards, as well as everyone else, for interviews about the game. My name is Gordon Van Dyke. I am the senior producer on War of the Roses, and we have Martin.
Martin Wahlen from Fat Shark. I'm the producer from Fat Shark's point of view, also the CEO of the company. We're really happy to announce this project.
It's two guys, one mic. So, right now, yes, Paradox is famous for these things. The first off is the accessible melee combat. That's a really important thing. There's a lot of, there's been games that have kind of approached this subject and, having the medieval style with the sword, the shield, archery, and really tried to capture that. And some games have come really close, but it's kind of lacking in the market right now for games that really are accessible with this type of combat system. And that's a huge, huge focus that's been on this project since day one. Frederick, when he played the first prototype of this game, it was just, a bleak surroundings with a sword, a shield, and another guy with a sword and a shield. And they just practiced and looked at the combat, and we've gone back and iterated on that since the beginning of this project. We're still early on in development, but every day that's the focus, is the core of the accessibility. Making sure that the players that are familiar, that play a lot of first-person shooter games in that sense, where those games are very intuitive, people get in it and they kind of get the basics. And then, then they kind of have this area to grow and learn the new weapons and the combat systems. And then we're trying to approach it in the same way, to give players that, but in an area that's kind of missing in the market right now. And oddly, Kotaku actually had an article a while back ago about where are the games like this? Where are they? Where's that? We have a lot of modern combat, World War II. What about medieval? And we're here to deliver on that.
Yeah. And the main and the core focus of War of the Roses is the multiplayer part. The goal is to allow as many players as possible, obviously. We are trying it out now and see how far we can go with that. We want to create like a real medieval battle. This is shot in our new engine as well. So this is the way we're looking to do the artwork. This model is used in the game as well right now. There will be a single player campaign, story-driven. It will mainly be some kind of help for the player to get into the multiplayer part of the game. It will also give the player unlocks and stuff like that they can use in the multiplayer part. So we can prepare for that. Fat Shark is very passionate about this game, also very passionate about multiplayer games, and we have learned a lot from the experience with Lead and Gold and working as subcontractor on other games. Along with this new biscuit tech we use for this game, we feel really comfortable delivering a really special experience in terms of a medieval multiplayer game next year. Worth mentioning is that we will have dedicated servers, and this is to allow the player to shape their own way of playing the game, setting up game modes they want to play, the maps they want to play, and the rules that they want to play by. So we're really excited.
Yeah, and what's common with a lot of these multiplayer-centric games is having a huge online persistence system in place, so that you're tracking your rank. You can look at how well you've done with the broadsword versus your crossbow, and so on and so forth. And so we're really we're going to have that in there and in place. But what that really does is when players invest a lot of time into their game, they like to be able to get something out of it. So this is that top layer reward system to really bring the game to life and make longevity and dedication to playing the game have some intrinsic value. So what we also were talking about is having a really great unlock system that's going to award players for unique things that they do, and so you might see a guy that's running around with a special helmet, and you'll be curious. And so in-game awards are not just a badge or something that you go and look at privately on your menu system, but it's also going to be in the game itself as well. And like Martin mentioned, is that with our single player campaign, we want that to have value as well in the persistent system. So somebody who actually completes a single player adventure, which doesn't happen a lot according to statistics, and with multiplayer centric games, they actually do complete it. They will get rewards and items that they can only use if they've completed those single player campaigns. So that's it for now. You know, we want to keep a little bit back. You know, it is also in early development, but you know, if you are interested in learning more, you know, let us know. So, and that's it for War of the Roses right now. Until next time.